Have you ever felt like you could almost read someone's mind just by looking at their face or body language? What if I told you there's actual science behind this? Imagine being able to understand what someone is feeling without them saying a word. In today's video, we're going to uncover the real science behind body language and explore how you might already be reading people's minds without even knowing it. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Today we're talking about something super interesting: body language. You might not realize it, but we constantly communicate with our bodies, and understanding this can give you incredible insights into how people are feeling or what they're thinking. Let's break down the science of body language and see how it works. First, let's define body language. Body language includes all the nonverbal signals we use to communicate. This can be anything from our facial expressions and gestures to our posture and the way we move. Experts say that body language makes up a huge part of our communication. Some even suggest that up to 93% of our communication is nonverbal. Let's start with facial expressions. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to tell if someone is happy, sad, or angry just by looking at their face? This is because our faces can express a wide range of emotions through small changes in our muscles. For example, when we smile, our mouth curves up, and our eyes might squint a bit. These tiny changes help us communicate our feelings to others. Researchers like Paul Ekman have studied facial expressions and found that many expressions are universal. This means that people from different cultures often show the same emotions in similar ways. So when you see someone frowning, chances are they're feeling upset, no matter where they're from. Next up, let's talk about gestures. Gestures are movements we make with our hands, arms, or other parts of our body. They can tell a lot about what we're thinking or feeling. For example, if someone is crossing their arms, they might be feeling defensive or uncomfortable. On the other hand, open gestures, like spreading your arms wide, can show that you're feeling confident or welcoming. One interesting thing about gestures is that they can vary between cultures. For instance, a thumbs up is a positive gesture in many places, but it can be considered rude in others. Being aware of these differences can help you avoid misunderstandings and communicate more effectively with people from different backgrounds. Now let's focus on posture. How we sit or stand can say a lot about our confidence and attitude. If you're sitting up straight with your shoulders back, you're likely to be seen as more confident and assertive. But if you're slouching or avoiding eye contact, others might think you're shy or insecure. Posture is also a key part of how we connect with others. For example, leaning in during a conversation shows that you're interested and engaged. Conversely, leaning away might suggest that you're uncomfortable or uninterested. Paying attention to these cues can help you understand how others feel and respond appropriately. So how does all this work? The science behind body language involves both psychology and biology. Our brains are wired to pick up on nonverbal signals, and we often react to them without even realizing it. For instance, when we see someone smiling, our brains might automatically make us feel happier too. This ability to read body language is partly due to something called mirror neurons. These are special cells in our brains that help us understand and mimic the emotions and actions of others. When you see someone yawning, your mirror neurons might make you yawn too. This is one reason why body language is such a powerful tool in communication. Now let's address the big question. Can you really read people's minds through body language? While we can't literally read minds, we can get pretty close. By paying attention to body language, you can make educated guesses about what someone might be feeling or thinking. For example, if someone is fidgeting or avoiding eye contact, they might be nervous or lying. However, it's important to remember that body language is not always clear-cut. People can use body language to hide their true feelings or intentions. For instance, someone might smile even if they're feeling anxious. That's why it's essential to look at body language in context and consider other factors, like the situation or the person's verbal communication. Want to get better at reading body language? Here are a few practical tips. Observe patterns. Look for consistent patterns in how people use body language. For example, if someone always crosses their arms when they're uncomfortable, you might notice this pattern over time. Consider the context. Body language can change depending on the situation. For example, someone might be more relaxed at home but more formal at work. Always consider the context when interpreting body language. Look for clusters. Instead of focusing on just one gesture or expression, look for clusters of body language cues. This means checking if several signals align, like crossed arms, lack of eye contact, and a tense posture, which might all indicate discomfort. Practice empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Understanding their emotions and experiences can help you better interpret their body language. There are also some common misconceptions about body language that are worth addressing. For instance, not all body language is universal. While some expressions are similar across cultures, others can vary significantly. It's important to avoid jumping to conclusions based on body language alone. Another misconception is that body language is always a reliable indicator of truth. While body language can provide valuable insights, it's not foolproof. People can use body language to mask their true feelings or intentions, so it's essential to consider other factors as well. And there you have it. We've explored the fascinating world of body language and how it can help us understand what people might be feeling or thinking. While we can't read minds, we can use body language to make educated guesses and improve our communication skills. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share your thoughts in the comments. What did you find most interesting about body language? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.